Morning guys, so this week 5, we've gone past what we thought we were going to do at week 4, so we're just going to keep ploughing on through this and I'll keep giving you workouts. This week we're going to work specifically on thighs, hips and core. So as usual we go into our normal kind of warm-ups, so squat, push out, give it a couple of seconds, walk forward into your plank, foot to hand, and then stretch behind. And again, we just do the 5 of these. So 1, 2. So as you probably heard then, we're getting joined by birds, guinea pigs, dogs. Especially as it's early morning, they all want to be out. And this is a really good warm-up for what we're going to be doing today, because it's getting the hips stretched off, it's getting the core a little bit warmed up. And getting an overall warm-up. So last one. And again with these warm-ups you can either just take your time and use it just as a general stretch, or just do them a little bit quicker to help warm the whole of your body up. Okay, so last week we did the curtsy squats and we went across, down, and we lifted the knee, came across and we tapped. This time when we bring the knee up, we're going to incorporate a jump. So we're going to go down, curtsy, up, cross, tap, up, cross. So we're going to do, how many are we doing of those? We're going to do 5 each side. So when you're ready, get your position, get the balance sorted. And we're going to go across for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, change legs. So we're starting this way, so we're going to go down, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we're just using this as part of the warm-up, which now I am getting warm, so we can take the jacket off. Make sure I can see my notes. So the next one we're going to introduce is what we call sumo squat. So again, it's working the thighs and the hips. So sumo squat, hands in front, legs wide apart, down into your squat, no more than that 90 degree. And you're going to walk forward for 4 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, back down, 1, 2 jumps backwards. Okay? So we're going to do 5 sets of that. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Now I felt that. It's a nice sort of burn, but it's a good burn. So from there now, we're going to go on to a 30-second, what I call ski slide. So it's not the ski jumping across, it's literally that. As quick as you can for 30 seconds. So I've got Martin on timer. Ready? Okay, let's go, 30 seconds. Keep it tapping. It's almost foot to your opposite heel. And you should feel that on the outside of your thigh. Keep your body central. Keep your body back straight. Core engaged. Keep those feet moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. Now, we're going to start using the step for this next one. And just going to bring my notes down with me. And basically what we're going to do is a session of exercises built together. First one we're going to do is step ups with one leg. So we're going to do step ups there. We're going to do 5 step ups. Then you're going to face the front. Imagine really heavy rope. And you're going to do slaps with it. Okay, we're going to do 5 slaps. Then you do your jump ups. Back down. 5 slaps. Turn the other way. Step ups. 5 slaps. So it's a session round including 5 slaps each way. So we're going to start off left leg up on the step. So 5 of these. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rope slaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 jump ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rope slaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right leg step ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rope slaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set. So left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rope slaps. Jump ups. 1. Rope slaps. Right leg. Rope slaps. Good. Okay, back onto the mats. So by now, you should start to feel those legs a little bit. Top of the thighs, into your hips. Now we're going to work the hips a little more. So we're going to go onto our backs. I'll do it this way so it's a bit courteous. And when we did these last time, we did the leg raised. And we're going to do the circles. So remember, we did the circles of the body. So left leg up. We're going to go out, down, round across the body, back up. We're doing 5 each way. 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse it the other way. So across the body, down and up. Just make sure your circles are circles. Really feel that you control that leg. And then change legs. So we're going to cross the body first, down, round, back up. And then change, so back, outside, down, across the body and up. Okay, so if we can have another 30 seconds on the clock, and we're going to do leg flicker. So we're going to lift, hands flat on the floor, we're going to lift up, and we're going to flicker the legs like this. So when you're ready, okay, and flicker. So for 30 seconds, bring the head up off the floor, engage the core, and flick. And you should feel that really deep in those hip flexors. So if you can count, because I can't see how many we've got.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay, so this next one now, we're going to bring the knees up to 90 degrees, arms out to the side, and we're going to bring the whole knees across, back to middle, out, in, and then across the other way. Okay, so we're going to do basically 5 each side, so it's 10 in total. So over to the left first, so cross, middle, out, in, and across. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And with all these exercises, if you feel like you want to do more of them, by all means do more. At the moment I'm just showing you a process to go through that works the whole of the body, but if you feel like you want to do more of each rep, that's what we can do. And as we build up over the next couple of weeks, we will start to do more intense work of each section of exercise. Okay, so from there now, we're going to do the one where you lift the knees up and clap under the hand. So I'm going to do it this way. So we're going to come up, clap, back down, roll down. We're doing 10. So ready, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, remember to breathe, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. So now, while we're in this kind of position, if you remember last time, we did the bringing the knees up and the taps either side. So that's what we're going to do this time, and we're going to do 10 each side. So this is really now starting to make that core work. So feet off the floor, hands together, both hands touch the sides down to the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just have a quick break, because then we're going to do the same thing, the taps, the clap, touch, and another 5. So 5 on each side. So we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and a bit. Okay, so that's pretty much that kind of hip workout. Now we're going to work a little bit more on the bottom. So we're going to go onto knees, and when I say onto knees, it's that kind of position. So sitting onto your heels, knees just slightly apart. And I'm going to call this rising trot, because what we're going to do is we're going to go back, feel that core engage, and then we're going to go come up, hips forward. And you should really start to feel that strength around the hip flexors. We're doing 10. So back, 1, 2, make sure those hips go forward. 3, go back, engage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. If you want to do it with your hands here, that puts a little bit more weight over the top. Last one. And up. So while you're in that position now, really think, push those hips forwards, feel that stretch down the front of those thighs. Okay. So back onto the hands and knees, and we're going to do, some people call it the horse stance, some people call it pointer. And we're going to do opposite leg and hand. And we're going to hold it there for the count of 10. And then we're going to come back to the middle with the hand only, and then we're going to do 5 donkey kicks. So donkey kicks are like that. So the same leg. Then we swap sides. So ready to go? So leg, hand, count for around 10 seconds. And then hand down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change sides. So now we have opposite leg, opposite hand. And you'll probably find one side easier than the other. Hand down, donkey kicks. 3, 4, 5. One more time, change sides. So stretching out, just lean as you can, as far forward and as far back. Hand down, donkey kicks, 5. And then change legs. Stretching forward and back. And then hand down, and then those 5 donkey kicks. And then come to rest. So while we're in this kind of position now, we're just going to go into a few stretches. So the first one, what we did before, is the cat stretch, where we lift right the way up through our backs, lift up through the tummy button and almost think chin to chest and look towards your tummy button. So we're going to go right the way up, push up as much as you can. And then we're going to dip the back right the way down and look up. You want to hold them for around 7 to 10 seconds. Then back up again. We're going to do 3 of each. And then dip down. And then last one, lift up. And then drop down. Okay, and then relax. So, while we're still in this position, if you remember from last week, we did the hip stretch where back leg out, almost into plank, cross the leg in front, sit your hips down to the floor. Stretch out that back leg as far back as you can and get those hips down. And again, we're just going to go down into this kind of position. Apparently this is called the swan pose. I'm just going to sit here again for between 7 and 10 seconds. Just really feel that hip starts to stretch off, but not to a point of pain. If you get pain, just come up a little bit. And this is one of the best exercises for riders. And bring yourself up, change legs. So up into that plank, cross over, and just creep that back leg out. Bring the hips as close to the floor as you can, and then bring the elbows down. So that's a really nice stretch after doing everything that we've just done there. Okay, bring yourself up and bring the knees in. Okay, so the next one that we want to do is a really simple stretch, but it is actually quite effective, and it's just literally knee to chest. So lying flat on the floor, keep one leg on the floor, knee up to your chest, and bring it, drag it as far to your chest as you can. Make sure this other leg stays as flat as possible. And then change legs. Really pull that to your chest as much as you can. And you'll still feel it in the band that crosses over our pelvic girdle. As the muscles come across here, they cross over, and you'll feel it here. So again, other leg into your chest, and then just bring it across to the other chest, to the other chest, the other shoulder. And then back to centre and down. Other leg, knee to chest, pull it up, and then bring that knee across to your opposite shoulder. And you should feel that inside the hips as well. Okay, so now we go back to standing up, and we're going to do the quad stretch. So onto one leg, hand to the ankle, make sure those knees are together, and if you can, 2 hands behind, pull the foot to your bottom and make sure the hips come forward. So we get that kind of straight line on the front of the body. If you feel like you're losing balance, just put one arm out just to help with that balance, and then change legs. Keep the knees together. Losing balance there. Knees together, hips forward, and then leg down. So if you remember from last week as well, we did the dance, what I call the dance pose. So turn the foot slightly out, leg behind and across, so we get that stretch up through the abdominals and the obliques at the side, and then really stretch that hand over and take the head with you as well. Just a couple of nice breaths there. And then come across, change sides. So again, foot across first, leg as far behind as possible, hand onto your hip, and then reach across. And look in that direction with your head as well. Okay, and then the last one that we always tend to finish off on is the cobra to child's pose. So that again just gets everything just stretched off. So down onto your mat, we go into child's pose first, just to stretch off the back, so hands as far forward as possible. Keep that back flat. And then open the hands up a little bit onto your feet, hips forward, and then up. And then back to your child's pose. And then one more cobra stretch before going back to your child's pose to finish. And then once in your child's pose, you can stay there for as long as you like. A couple of good stretches, a little wriggle. Get everything stretched off and loose. And there we go. So there we have week 5. Today wasn't quite so energetic, so we've tamed it back just a little bit, but that's part of all the good kind of training, because it helps to build up stamina. Every time you get to a certain point, you just back off a little bit, and then next time you push a bit further again. This time is more about the hips and the thighs for stability, but also about suppleness as well. So hopefully now you're feeling quite motivated to go out, maybe go for a walk. If you're riding your horse, go out, have a ride, and see if that's made a difference to how you sit, how you move, and how you perform on your horses. And if not, I shall see you next week. Well done.